This is episode 48. You know, sure, for some reasons, well, if you consume. Yep, because I said so. Right, yeah. How you didn't know this? I don't know. If you consume. Right, yeah. Did I realize that? Yep. Because if you consume. Right. Wait, how do you know this? I don't know. Because if you consume usually, of course. I know, right? If you consume? Yep. Because you have no idea. I know, right? If you consume usually. I know, right? If you consume differently. Yep. Because you have no idea. I know, right? If you consume. Yep. Because you said so originally. Of course. I know, right? If you consume. Yep. Okay. So you didn't know this? Nope. Okay. So you didn't know this, right? Of course. I know, right? If you consume. Yep. Okay. So you didn't know this? Nope. Right, yeah. Did I realize that eventually? I don't know. If you consume? Yep. Cause I said so visually. Of course. I know, right? If you consume Julie, till you know this, right? Of course. I know. If you consume Julie, if you consume definitely, I know, right? If you consume, yep. Cause I have no idea. If you consume Julie, until you know this, right? If you consume Julie, of course, you have no idea. I know, right? If you consume, yep. Cause you have no idea. I know, right? If you consume, Julie, of course. I know, right? If you consume, yep. Cause you said so. I know, right? If you consume, Julie, of course. I know, right? If you consume, yep. Cause you have no idea. No, for some reasons, if you consume, yep. Okay. So you know this. Hey, did I realize that? Yep. If you consume joy. Of course. I know, right? Yep.